Expensive mental health things that are worth investing in from a trauma therapist. Number one is blood work, supplements, like going to the holistic doctor, integrative doctor, like whatever you need to do, because your mental health can be dramatically affected by your gut health, your brain inflammation, your autoimmune disease, all of those things, right? And so there are things that we can obviously do in therapy, but if you've got really messed up hormones, you can do all the therapy in the world, but you're not going to get to the same level of healing and treatment if you don't address those hormones, because you can't out therapy, low progesterone, low testosterone, things like that. Number two, and I'm a little bit biased to this, but trauma therapy. And the reason being is that there are many people who are living with like physical illnesses, fibromyalgia, like weird pains in their back and things in their body that are there as a result of like stored trauma. Now, not all the time. People get in a car accident and get whiplash. That's not necessarily from stored trauma, but we hold tension in our shoulders and in our muscles. A lot of times that can be from stress and tension. Having TMJ and grinding your teeth can also be from having your nervous system being really stressed out. So treating that trauma at the root of it is really, really important. Whether you're doing EMDR, neurofeedback, hypnosis, IFS, like a combination of those things, but really getting to the root of it and investing in that, because once you treat those things, then they shouldn't be an ongoing issue for you. They should be something that, you may say there's like, 10 pieces to one memory, one thought pattern, right? And you treat each little piece, to then kind of clear that overall negative belief, thought pattern, whatever it may be, then that should help you move on from that and be able to be more self-aware and be able to better cope and be able to better set boundaries and things like that. Number three is a good gym membership, or some sort of workout class, some sort of whatever that you will actually go to and that you will actually enjoy. I have a gym membership that I can't stand and I don't use, and I'm going to cancel it very soon. But I go to a Pilates class all the time, and I actually do enjoy those classes. It costs more, but I actually do it, so it's actually worth the money. There's nothing that you can do to replace like having a good exercise routine. And obviously these things that I've talked about aren't necessarily like materialistic items that you can purchase, but more so like, true investments in your overall well-being. And think about how investing in your well-being, like this makes you a better parent, makes you a better employee, a better friend, just better at your job, all of those things. And then that helps you align with your values more of being, kind, compassionate, carefree, adventurous, things like that, right? So the more you take care of yourself, the more you can live out those values. And then the more you have that internal validation to really be able to say, I like who I am at the end of the day. And also, you're obviously taking care of your physical health, so you're minimizing, all the stuff that comes, with that. Number four is pursue your hobbies. Do things that you really, really enjoy. Like, and I say this is expensive because it could be maybe you're traveling, maybe you're joining some sort of sports team, a book club, or maybe you're just volunteering at your church or in the community, or being a part of an activist group, or going to fairs, going to like doing things where you can be in group settings and be around people, because like so many people say to me like it's so hard to find friends as an adult, and it's true, because like we're all so busy living our lives of if we have kids or working jobs and all these things, like it's hard sometimes to like really make time to like make friends. And so being in those environments just makes it a lot easier. And also if you're dating, you have a better chance of finding somebody that may be somewhat like-minded and you have common interests that you already know that you can share. So you're off to a better start, and you're obviously doing things that make you happy and feel fulfilled rather than looking for external validation from the people around you. Number five is eat as much protein, fat, and fiber as you possibly can, because it is so important for your body to have a more stabilized blood sugar, helping your energy, helping your mood. You also need amino acids in order to be able to produce neurotransmitters, and amino acids come from protein. Healthy fats are also important for your brain because your brain needs a lot of fat. And obviously, fiber helps your digestion and also helps your gut health. So, again, I include this as being expensive because meat can be really expensive. It's typically the most costly, part of your meal, but it is truly really beneficial, and it's obviously more satiating. So, how often do you want to be hungry? If you felt like those were helpful, give me a follow. If you are in Tampa or throughout Florida, I am a trauma therapist and I offer sessions telehealth and in person. Feel free to click the link in my bio and you can learn more about scheduling a session.